So, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Flight Simulator 10, FSX, whatever you want to call it. Not P3D, because I am not that rich. I wish I was. Anyway, so, got the game done. Right, what are we doing today? Well, today we're flying this lovely bird. Victor Hotel, Victor November Quebec, and what's that run over there called? I do not remember. I can't quite see it. Anyway, that's another plane. Could be the plane I took. But we're here at Sydney. I don't know if I've already mentioned that. Haven't been on that one. And we are flying up the coast. Well, not up the coast really, because we're going a bit inland. Stop procrastinating where we're going. We are going to the Whitsundays. To Whitsunday Coast Airport. Or Proserpine Airport, as we just call it. We being people who live in that area. And we're doing Tiger Flight 394. And so we're flying a Tigerair Australia A320. Catering should just be rocking up now. So this is a very real flight. So real that this is a flight I actually took last week. About 6 days ago. Yeah, 6 days ago. I was getting on this flight to come back. So I've got everything sort of loaded up correct. Right airport, got the right gate. Got a bit of a cold. Sucks. The only different thing is the takeoff runways. Yeah, a second, I'll just clear my nose a bit. Right, now I'm back from that annoyingness. I hate being sick and making videos. We're going to jump into the cockpit and open up the aircraft doors for the catering. So there, I took this flight last week because, my opinion, it was the best flight I've ever taken. I'll talk about that once we set up a bit more. So I'm just going to start to check that OBS is doing everything properly, which it is. It's lovely. And we're going to start with the fuel and payload. The plan says to take 8 tons. I'm taking a bit more. I'm taking 9 tons because it's a bit of a crosswind, which sort of goes into a bit of a headwind. Now, I'm wondering how. So I'm just actually I'll talk about that later. So I'm just sort of a bit excited about this one. I've already recorded. I did record this video before I took it. Then some things happened. Some things did happen, which is why I'm doing it again. And now I have to find a tissue, cause I'm sick, which is great. Right, I am back, and hopefully, I don't know how terrible I sound on this. My Logitech doohickey $50 headset that I got to play on VATSIM. Talk about that in a sec. I've just got to sort of talk about one thing first. Right, so last week took the flight. Younger siblings, can we go and have a look in the cockpit? So he asked, it was my youngest brother, he asked me, I said, yeah, sure, let's go ask. So we asked and we got in. They're very, very, very nice people, the pilot and the first officer. Had a good chat to the pilot about all the captain, about all the different things and about all the stuff, and asked him a few questions. One thing I noticed was this. So after each flight, they reset. What are they? How do you say it? ADIRSs, because I'm used to the IRS in the Boeing. The 737. So they reset those after every flight, which is something I had not been doing, but now I do. No, yeah, okay. Another thing I noticed is put the fuel pumps on, so I'll chuck those on. Which was something that I didn't do because, of course, being used to flying Boeing, I usually just kept the left pump on. I usually just had one of these pumps on to feed the APU and left the rest off. Because that's what I do in the 737. But they don't in the Airbus. Another thing they noticed, well, another thing I asked about was the cost index. So, I have the proper cost index, which is also on my flight plan. So I don't know, because I use SimBrief, so I don't know if that actually has the gets the proper cost index, or whether that was just a wild guess and it's turned out to be correct. But the cost index is 15, and I'm going to begin boarding now. Right. So that's pretty much all I wanted to run through. Ooh, that's new. I just updated GSX. This is 92 passengers on board. How many passengers did I put on board? 75. Righto then. Okay, so I'm just going to ignore that, and I'm going to go to init. So we're going from Y, SSY to YBPN, which is the thing I noticed about Australian codes. I'm pretty sure. So you have Y is Australia, and then you have the capital city. The first letter of the capital city is the first letter. There's a second letter, and then the where it is. So it's Australia, Sydney, and the Sydney Airport. Australia, Brisbane, Proserpine. Something. I think that's how it works. We're taking number 2 today, and we are TT 394. Cost index of 15, which is a real one. The one they use in my flight, because this delay they use 50. I'm going to use 15. We are cruising at flight level 380 today, with a temperature of... Where is it? It's a temperature of negative 52. Our alternate is Townsville, which is YBTV. YBTL, I mean. I thought it would be TV. YBTL. Where is it? YB T and L. And we'll go to the fuel plan, block fuel. Now, do I put in? I think I put in this stuff. Oh, there we go. Block fuel, so 8.1 ton. And it's going to give us final reserves up now. Lovely. I don't know if that does anything for me. Just gonna have a look outside. Still waiting for baggage to arrive. Where is it? Oh, another thing I want to talk about. This is pretty smooth. Now, I need to bring down the amount of planes I've got, I think. Look at that jet stuff. But, what I've done, and I'll bring up... I'll move across onto screen 2. I'll turn screen 2 on. If you look at my project, so I've got Project Fly, that's what I'm using. Oh, set parking brake. Hang on a second. Right. So you can see here, I've used 2.74 gigabytes of VAS. Previously I had like 3.5 I was using. Then I installed the light textures or some not as good textures, low quality textures or something textures for... Someone's mowing the lawn. For Sydney. There's a flight plan. I'll show you where we're flying. And so now it works better because I flew last night out of Gold Coast and had a crash. The thing crashed. Right, so we'll have a look. Charts. Oh, hang on. switch to FSX for a sec. Look at that. Delta plane just come in. Is that 777? Or is that taking off? Here comes my baggage. We must be taking off. And that's nothing, I'll just mention in a tick once I've done what I'm doing here. Right, so screen 2 back open. So you can see we're gonna be taking off to the south of Sydney, out of runway 16 right, which is that one over there. Nice short taxi, and we'll be going out over Richmond. So if I go down here, so Dina 7 over Richmond, which is one we actually flew. My plane actually flew out over Richmond, so that's why I'm doing that. I'm trying to make it as possible, but we went out from 3-4 left, but because of winds, so we can't do that. Anyway, so we're going to be going up here through and into Proserpine. Now, we'll approach into Proserpine. I think we'll be going into runway 11, hopefully. We're coming around, we'll come over the airport. Your Proserpine is there. It's the highway, it's turn off, that's the train tracks. Sort of tell where I live. I'm not going to tell you where I live, but I can see it on the map. That's cool. Anyway, so we're coming out here, flying over. We'll take this waypoint and come around down. Now, so BPNWG will come down along here and land. Or we'll do the VOR approach when we'll come in this way over the dam. I'm tempted to have a crack at that. But I won't do that today. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. So doing out, and this is the flight plan. So we'll switch back into the game. Simulation. Whoa, it's not a game. Another thing I changed since doing it last flight is I put on so that they use the conveyor belts, belt load instead of pallets, which I had originally set it to, because this is the way Tigerair does it. I have a little view there. Gonna go to Perth. And actually I'm going to have to change the thing, so we're taking out departure out of runway 16, remember it's right, 16 right, far out. 16 right, I've been saying left the whole time, haven't I? And we're going out Dina, Richmond transition, which is an Air Force base. Lovely. Soon we'll have everyone boarded and we're not due to depart for another 10 minutes. 15 minutes. Right, so we might even be getting out a bit early. What is going on? Right. So I'm going to go and have a look at my flight plan, and I'm going to take out TSAT. Goodbye TSAT. So we'll be coming out around down here. Dunes, Dina, whatever this is. Richmond, Gazelle, up through there. Mackay over Mackay into Proserpine. And I do not want to know how that just sounded on the microphone. Ooh. Right, everyone's on board. But I've still got some setting up to do, so they can wait. Righto. We'll close the cargo doors. And the rear door. And we will fire up the APU. Watching you guys. Oh, is it the same registration? E&Q. Interesting. Oh yes, better talk about the scenery. Flight tempo wise, is why I use the light textures, because FSX and OOMs. Orbex Australia and Orbex Traffic for Australia. For international airlines, I use World Over AI. Actually, it's pretty cool if you take off over this way. I was looking out over the right wing because I see on the over the right for takeoff, and there was a Qantas 330, I think, seen there, and the back half of the plane was over the water. Whoa! Thanks, town. Oh dear, what did I do? Whoops. Not mean for that to happen. Right. So I'm going to be putting in over here on the screen. You can't see. 320 runway length is quite long. So just bring this up. Whoa. Runway length is, yes, it's quite a long runway at Sydney. And the airport elevation F1000. It's a headwind of 20 knots, I'm pretty sure. Outside temperature, it's 22 degrees, and the QNH is 1008. I'm gonna get some weather mod for it. Gotta do that. Takeoff temperature is weight is flat plan 59.7. 59. Whoa, 59.7 ton. That's quite light. Flap setting. Long runway, so we'll take flaps 2. No anti-ice, and runway is dry, so we calculate that. And what's our takeoff speed at flaps 1? Rotate 149. 142. Flaps 3. So it's not really changing anything. So I might as well go with flaps 1 because it's not going to change my thrust setting. So it won't be impacting the engine performance at all. Right, so we'll go down here and we'll just go to load sheet for a sec. So the flaps, we go flaps 1 / down 0. Flexi temp is 67. V1 should be, whoa. Oh, because it was because of that headwind. I'm just gonna have to check this. As actually won't really be able to see much for a tick while I just check on the thing. Yeah, it's a headwind. Yeah, so basically what's happening is I'm being told by this program here that my V1 is 143, which is higher than my V2 on this. But I don't know why. I haven't set my trim. 0.0. Takeoff weight 59.27. Hang on. That does almost nothing. That does nothing to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trust the aircraft, not my performance calculator. So I'm gonna trust this, and it's better work. But we've got a lot of runway to screw up with. All right, still quite a few minutes out from departure. Okay, so bring up my checklist. Check OBS is doing its thing. Just go always double check this stuff. Right, cockpit crew check, pre-flight briefing performed, ADIRS's are nav, did that earlier. Cabin signs, well we're not fueling anymore, so I can put them on. Fuel quantity is 9.4 ton, well, 9,440 kilograms. Takeoff data is inserted and altimeters are checked. Now, what I've just got to do is I've just got to check my charts here for my departure. And there shouldn't be any noise procedures because we're taking off over nowhere. Caution, do not turn left. Alright, so after passing Dina and 6,000 feet, we can turn right towards Ancub. So we can't turn until we've passed 6,000. So I'm just going to set our right to, what would it right? 380. Chuck the APU bleed on, and we're going to disconnect ground power. And I'm going to run through, so just before, we'll request pushback and departure, nose left, tail right. No, we don't want to start engines before pushback. And truck is in motion. Excellent, so we are going to, the parking brake is set. We're just going to close the door.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So the final door is closed. Ground services, wheel trucks and traffic cones away. Alright, before start checklist, windows and doors closed. Beacon on. Thrust levers.
Locking gear.
What'd they do? Oh wow. Okay, set the trim properly. So, just sort of, whoa, and go. Right, so another thing, my controller I'm using
Live has been inserted.
is a
Parking
PlayStation 4 controller, because, you know, why the hell not? Right, he wants to release parking brakes, and we're going to push back 5 minutes early.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Cabin crew can arm the slides, arm doors and cross-check. Right. Engine starting. And engine number 2. Should have probably checked if there was someone behind us before we pushed back, but oh well. Damn, I love the sound of that. Engine 2's on, and we'll start engine 1. What's that? Oh, that's a building.
Set parking brakes.
What is that, Virgin? Is that Virgin America? It's a parking brake. Virgin Atlantic. Yeah, righto. Really? Now, come on, I know... Ooh, what's that? That's a bit Australian. I know we're like a rival of Qantas, but seriously, this is a bit too far. Qantas, come on, dudes.
Unlocking gear.
You're just going to delay yourselves as well. Right, we'll just swing right and we'll go down
Fuel
there.
truck disconnected.
Far out.
Bypass being removed.
AI traffic, I tell you. Right, let's run for the after start. APU off. Anti-ice is as required. Ecan status checked. And good. Flaps 1 we're going today. Spoilers not going on yet. Pitch trim needs to be 0, so we'll just go to flight controls.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Whoa, 1.4 up. Zero down. There we go. I'm just going to check. Alright, so full left. Full right. Full up. Full down. Just sort of looking good. And rudder. Left. Right. Lovely. Spoilers. Oh, working fine. I love watching rudder move actually. For some reason. Oh no. Anyway, everything works, and this Qantas plane is challenging us to some sort of duel. Right, we can arm the spoilers now. We'll put the auto brake max signs. Once you go to on. And takeoff config test. We're all good in that department. Right, taxi lights. So we'll just put these on extend. Taxi lights, strobes to auto, runway turn off lights, and we'll leave the wings as they are. Take off the doohickey and we'll put a bit of thrust in. Maybe I should back up a bit. Am I actually gonna hit him? Nah. We're fine. So yeah, for my setup, I love. Oh, that's another thing. I love how the sound changes. Just really, I only just noticed that. Right. Around the corner. So I've got. Just trying to remember actually. Right. So square is my brake. Is just normal brakes. The L1 and R1 are differential brakes. And then L2 and R2 are trim. Weird thingies, can't remember what they're called. The left side of the controller. They are my spoilers. FSX will only represent that as one thing. Shut that up. My right stick is used just for rudder. My left stick is used for ailerons and elevators. Triangle and X throttle, circle is gear. So it's quite a good setup. Allows me quite a lot of control. And see, for flaps, I can just use my pinky finger on my controller, on my keyboard. So which taxi am I going for? For this one, and I haven't got TCAS on, so I can't actually do much about checking if the runway is clear, if the approach path is clear. Ugh. So I'll just do all that stuff before I roll on, because otherwise I would have just kept them rolling. But no, apparently not. I'm gonna have to put the brakes on. Right, parking brake, let's do taxi, flight controls, check, blah blah blah. Everything's tested, transponders on. Wow, I love how it just goes from... My mouse stopped working. No aircraft. Whoa, they're everywhere. Oh dear. Right. Weather radar on. Approach path looks pretty clear. Someone's coming and landing there, but that's not my problem. Selecting the cabin. Oh, yeah. That's coming up. Oh, that's fine. Right, strobes on. Landing lights on. Taxi lights to take off. Everything else looks good, so it's before takeoff. Da 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 da. Right, we're going. Can hear the engines, they're ready to go. So I'm trying to figure out a good way to do this.
6 right.
And so I figured I'll use my triangle, so I'll go into climb power, then I'll press it again and it should get into
On
doohickey.
runway 16
Right, oh god, this thing does not want to turn properly. Oh dear. Oop. Clock, start the clock. There we go. Bit of rudder, never hurt anyone. We are not lined up at all. I'll take that. Nice job for me. God, this must be uncomfortable. Oh no, there's a little truck. That was the thing I was going to say about that Tigerair though, V1. Is that you can see, it's a great place to see planes taking off. Alright, out we come. Positive rate. Gear up. Got my constraints on as well. Bit of turning. I do like. Good takeoff, right? TARA is on. Also got climb power. Nose down. No, bring the nose down a bit. So the thing I love about the Airbus over the Boeing. Is that the whole fly-by-wire thing. So at the moment, I just point it, line up the flight director, let go. Flaps 1. Oh, that's not flaps 1. Shoot. That's a big issue. Flaps up. Oh god, that was horrible. Auto throttle on. And I'll just get the autopilot on. Right, so don't do that. Do not press the wrong button. It is not good. Okay, so plane should make it to 6,000 high. There. Still, I think it's gonna be fine. Down a bit. Yeah, we're gonna get there. Alright, so let's run through the after takeoff checklist. Engine mode selectors as required. Spoilers are disarmed. Landing gears up, lights out. Exterior lights. Yeah, we'll just bring them off at daytime, doesn't matter. Straight back to auto. Oh. Packs are on, and we'll bring the NH to standard. So we are well through 7,000 for this turn, 6,000 for this turn. What's my bass like at the moment? See, I'm just... This... Oh, yeah, I've changed some things around last night just to fix up my bass, and it's great. Like, fine, I can look over there, and it's not going all blank. It slows down a bit, but it's not like it's trying to die. Right, we should be lined up pretty good now. After this turn through Richmond, it's straight on right up to Proserpine. It's a 2-hour-ish flight, so it's quite a bit of time for me to work through my different assignments. And we'll turn off the faster seatbelt sign, I don't need it anymore. Back to order. Yeah, cool thing about when I did this flight, I don't know if I've mentioned it, I don't think I've already said it. After the seatbelt sign came off, I had to go to loo. So I went back, came back, noticed an empty row. I'm quite tall, and so budget airline, and what was legroom was 72 centimeters or something. I think it was less than the plane we took down because I think it was older, so there was a bit less. I couldn't fit my hand between my knee and the seat, like the one I did on the way down. So I thought, oh well, this is not going to be the best really thing, is it? And so I just went, oh well, here's a spare seat. So I had this nice little row to myself and just stretched out. It was great. That was a Sunday flight as well, so not many people, and that was definitely the best flight I've ever had, and compared to the way down, which was the worst flight I'd ever had, not because of Tigerair, but because of Quentin Tarantino and Pulp Fiction, because I was watching that for school, because of course, you know, why wouldn't you watch a sweary, gruesome, drug thingy film for school? It was my own choice, not like school said you have to do this, but we could choose whichever director we want, write about auteur theory or whatever. So I chose him, obviously, it's so good. First time watching it on a plane, that lovely scene where, not to spoil it for anyone, but a person gets an adrenaline shot after they overdose on cocaine or cocaine stuff, and that just, the build up, the suspense, couldn't handle it, almost passed out. That was very, very uncomfortable for me. But seeing the city coming in over, it was beautiful. I'll just go out a couple of... Don't know how I can hear. See, now it's a bit laggy looking over there. That's okay. City hasn't loaded all in yet. Doesn't load in properly. But that's okay. Yeah. So, the flight attendants were very nice, very helpful. Had like 4 of them. There was 4 of them on the flight, or 5. No, there was 5 of them on the flight. Like 4 of them rushing to my aid. It's great. Very, very helpful. Definitely recommend them. Definitely recommend Tiger, despite them being budget. But really, if you probably either by this stage either like my story, or I've got on board and skipped ahead or gone board and left the video. But I'm going to quit yabbering on, and I'll see you when we get closer to Proserpine. So hi guys, welcome back into the cockpit. We're just going to plan for the descent today. So we're going to be landing on runway 11. Just bring up the thing, switch to the second screen, there we go. So you can see here, we're going to be coming down, we're going to pretty much come right across the airport, through here, down here. Now, it says that it is raining. Now, I'm what, 10 20 kilometers away from the airport. Looking out the window, it's hot. It is very, very hot. But there is no rain anywhere to be seen. Actually, I'll just go and have a look at the back and I'll see if I can see any clouds. So I've just gone and had a look out my bedroom window of the general direction of where the airport is, and there are only a few dark clouds there. Nothing too bad. You can see the scenery's better right now, I think. Well, yeah, so you can sort of tell here where we are. So that's Sydney there, we're landing here. Brisbane's just about there-ish. Back in the cockpit. Right. Oh, you won't have been able to see that because I'm still on the second screen. I completely forgot. Anyway, so once my mouse decides to reconnect, I will close screen 2 and get back in. Right, so it's time to plan our descent. Let's see if I just can't quite see because we're still quite a long way away. About half an hour? Half an hour away from the top of the descent, but I've got a plan for it anyway. Right, so we'll go flight plan, VPN, arrival, RNAV, into runway 11. There's no transition. Oh no, here we go, via BPNWG. Insert. Alright, so if we just have a look at the flight plan. Oh wow, go back. So you can, well, okay, wrong way. So if you look up on the screen there, you know, we're coming over the airport, and we'll hit, come in for a turn. And so we will turn at about 15. Yeah, we're just over 10 miles out, so we'll decelerate about on that leg there. You can just sort of see a bit of weather coming on. So interesting weather, that's not really realistic. Kind of not. So that's pretty much all we've got for the moment, and I will get back to you at the top of the descent. the cockpit. We are about a minute or so out, 7 miles out from our top of descent. I'll just put the range back up so you can see. You're going to be flying to some yellow, it's not too bad. If I put it on weather, +2 minutes. Does that change it? Oh, still look the same. Okay. Anyway, cool view actually I like is this one. Oh, we've got the flight deck view. That's pretty cool. Let's finish on that. Hit the mic with my hand, of course. Good job. Like this view. Now let's go F9 and back into virtual cockpit. About a mile out. As we hit that, we'll get the decelerate and we'll click her in. And we've now reached the top of descent. So just right, descent approach descent briefing checked. Minimum safe altitude. How? Minimum safe altitude. I don't know actually. The clouds just been loading. Don't quite know what the safe altitude is or how to find it. Landing elevation is close enough to. Right, so I'm just gonna go here. 660 is now. I prepare this. So I'm just gonna quickly do Barrow 660 decision. We use config 3 because we're gonna have to take up the whole runway anyway. QNH is, if I switch to, is 1015, temperature hot, 25 degrees. It's not 25 degrees. That's 180.7. Let me just put 10,000 in this transition. So landing speed 127, 124. See, the thing with Proserpine is, if I'll just go over. If I do, hang on, screen 2. Yeah. So if you have a look on the chart, so it's 2 kilometers long, and there's only one taxiway off it. Used to be a second runway here, and there actually is in the game. So we will land. We'll go all the way down this runway. I'll just quickly switch it to FSX. There we go. And we're into another turn. So we head towards Kai. Nothing much really to do for the next little while. So I'll switch back to the cinematics and see you as we get closer. back in. Lovely big turn over Mackay. We're getting closer and there seems to be some red appearing. It looks to be about the same as the last time I flew, so I'm wondering if it's just some stupid thing that's happening with the weather or something. But FSX doesn't really, the FSX weather doesn't really seem to be doing it right. So I'm going to have to get some sort of mod, I think, for weather. Anyway, so we'll pull this out and we will see. Whoa, we want 10 and 6, I think. 1015 config 3. 1015. Right, config 3. So we're going to have to put on landing flaps 3 up there, so that knows what's going on. I'm also going to put the auto brake onto medium. I'll probably put it on low, but seeing as it's going to be a wet runway, medium is probably the best choice.
Altimeter setting.
What about it? Okay, so we've got. Let's put that on. And then we will go name the thing down.
Altimeter setting.
Oh, she's fine. No, so what is it? I'm just gonna check what it is in order. Order has it down 0.8, so I'll put it down 0.8 as well. I don't really know what that sort of does, but oh well. Alright, so we're gonna be coming in soon, so I'm just gonna whack on landing lights. I'll extend them, see them there. Gets us some drag going. Chuck the seatbelt sign on. The decision height is set. And the clouds have disappeared. Yeah, they are back. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, so it's looking pretty good. Landing shouldn't be too hard. I don't think. Right, I'm going to bring this down to 40. And we're just going to keep on descending down. About 26 nautical miles out from the airport. 151 nautical miles out from Townsville over there. That's Hamilton Island there. Should be Conway. Early Beach and your Cannavale and all that, all your touristy areas there. Well, that's all. There's your islands. I think one of those roads is the whoa and hello. See, that doesn't happen in P3D, does it? That just sort of random cloud. Might be worth looking at. Although I'm thinking, see if FSX will sort of stabilize and stop OMing, which I think it just might. Allow us to change some stuff around. I should be fine with. Here now, I won't need to go across the P3D, but I am considering doing that. So we're about to pass 10,000, so we'll bring out our spoilers a bit. Just about halfway. Get some sort of braking going. Let's just bring them back in. I'm gonna put, oh, has been on the condition start the whole time and never put it back to normal. Whoops. Sometimes just like trying to talk and fly at the same time is hard enough. So imagine if I was trying to talk, VATSIM and fly, do more spoilers out again, about halfway. Alright, landing lights on, turn offs on. And the taxi just so it's ready to go. Just slowly bring them back in. Looking very, very good at the moment, and they're just going to continue right down through into the runway. Can't really see much, unfortunately. Proserpine just over there. There's a plane over there somewhere. Oh, cool. Just waiting for really to pass through the clouds. Not much for us to do. Just scared. Brake fans won't be an issue. Last time I landed, I was making a video and I forgot to put the auto brake on. And I had a slight, hang on, where's my brakes? So I had to put them on really hard to stop, and they got a bit hot. Bring it down to 20. And we'll get terrain instead of weather, because I already know what the weather's going to be like. Ooh, as we come around out of this corner, BP and WG, we will enter this deceleration, so approach phase. Just make sure the constraints are on. So that's got a constraint of 210 anyway. So I'm just going to make sure it's in the flight plan. It is. Excellent. See, I could land at 125. So it's just not going to make much of a difference landing flat 3 or flat 4. I'll bring the speed brake well out, try to slow down for this one. There's the airport down there. Just see it through the cloud. Let's speed brake in, so we'll just gently bring it in like that. Now I've got the terrain on because underneath all this cloud, you've got the dam. So it's up in the mountains a bit. So we're coming down over the Great Dividing Range, really. Unfortunately, there is no scenery for Proserpine. I might one day get around to making some myself. I probably will edit it around to just make it a bit more accurate and modern. Not that anyone really flies into there. But maybe it'll be like, you know, some of the places I fly into, I only fly into, like Ballina. I only fly into it because it has scenery. No other reason, really. Alright, so we're down underneath 250 and we're going to be coming up into some rain. And when the rain comes on, we'll whack on the wipers, which do nothing, but I just think I just like the sound, it's pretty good. And we've hit deceleration. So I'm going to bring flaps 1. To just bring out our slats. Now there's no ILS here or anything. Oh, what do I do? There's also no noise abatement procedures because we're flying over no one, really. There's what, 4 flights a day, and so it's not really gonna make a difference. Go flaps. We'll go flaps 2, I think. Yeah. And here outside, the wind's really beginning to pick up a bit, so. There's that. Just gonna bring out speed brakes again. That. We are going to have to descend quite quickly to catch up. I'm gonna bring this down into 10. Getting ourselves down there as quickly as possible. Here, flaps 3. So that's what we're doing. Oh, we're going to go out for. I'm just going to bring speed brakes in. And ground spoilers, flaps are fine. What I will do is I go gear down. Then the cabin for landing, get us some wing lights on just in case it's a bit nasty down there. Hello, there seems to be another aircraft.
2,500.
Barometer's off, it seems. Oh well. Just set it. Alright. I'm gonna fly it manually from here. Go around height to just about 5,100. Just go around. Nose down. A bit of turn going. Look at that. I love that. That's great. A little bit of rain. Bring the wipers in. And bring that nose right up. Try to... Right. Just going to try to... hold it there. So there's a plane in front of us. Must be landing. Just let it go. That should hold itself right there. Continue to follow the flight director down.
One thousand.
Righto.
1,000. 1,000. 1,000.
Yep, I'm happy with that. Come around, we got pappies on, they're showing us, we got all white, so we're gonna bring the nose down a bit, pull her up, righto. A nice wing photo. Why the hell not? Righto, bring that around.
Approaching.
Feel that crosswind.
100 above.
Alright, 100 above. Gonna bring the nose a bit more, but we'll continue down. We're pretty good, I feel. May have just
Minimum.
overshot. Continue. Just overshot that center line a
500.
bit. So I'm gonna bring that back around. This is gonna be a interesting landing. It's 13 knots that's pushing us back at. Alright.
400.
This is going to be interesting.
300. 200. 100. 60. 50. 40. 30.
But we're not going down. Crap.
20. Retard. 5.
Oh god. Righto. Reverses. Dear Lord. 60 and we'll take the brakes.
900 meters remaining.
Right. That was not my best landing, definitely. Let's see what thing he puts in. Holy cow! Negative 575 feet per minute. Okay, so let's bring everything in. Oh, we'll keep these on actually. Just, oh no, going off the wrong way. Wow. Wow, right, I need to slow down. We'll spin. Oh, we'll spin this way. Back around. Not good at all. Jeez. Alright.
Approaching. 29.
You gonna down the wrong way? Yeah.
On runway. 29. Flats. Flats.
Oh, shut up. Righto. Turn off the chrono. So, let's see what that flight time gave us. Just checking out, start recording. 2 hours, 12 minutes flight time. We arrived early. I think, checking my boarding pass. Oh, hang on. We've arrived very early. We left early and then fast on the descent, I suppose. That was quite quick. Righto. So, I am just going to, actually, I'll just go have a look at the instant replay, probably go back to 120 seconds. No. No. Oh no, what's going on? Alright. Options, instant replay. 180 seconds, let's see how far back this takes off. So you can see here, not the best replay system, but it's coming in very sideways. No, it's quite high. And yeah, sort of quite. Let's quickly get in cockpit. Shut up. Idiot thing. Alright, lane lights off, strobes off, runway turn off, and we'll just take the taxi off. And APU bleed on. Right.
900 meters remaining.
Gate. Chris, follow me. No. Then we'll take handling by Jetstar. Right. Off the runway we come. Ah, just loading in GSX. Oh wow, okay. That was rather uncomfortable. Okay. Turn off terrain. And we'll turn off weather radars. And we will turn off taxi lights already off. Put the electric pump on, I think. Turn off the ignition. Dump. Dip. See, I think my issue there was just that landing. It was just a absolutely shocking landing. Whoa, righto. Yep, that will do. Parking brake set. Those, right. Engine shut down. Crew disarm. Doors and cross check. Complete the flight on Project Fly. How terrible is that? Beacon off, wing off, keep nav logo on, PTU firing up. Righto. Bring the wipers off. And we'll get ground services, I suppose. So traffic cones, wheel chocks. And we will call for request deboarding. Go to aircraft doors, open front, rear cargo, rear and front cargo, and just wait for the trucks to pull up. Right, and we'll open the doors. Those then. Oh, and we'll turn this off. So, 2 hours, 25 minutes block time. We arrived 10 minutes early, because we parked 10 minutes early. Not a bad flight. Landing was a bit rough. Not most comfortable, but it was not an easy landing. Parking! Not that I am actually quite happy with that. Not the straightest of landings, but look at how bang on I got that on that line there, whatever it's called, don't remember the name. So that was Tigerair flight 394 from Sydney to Proserpine. This is Proserpine Airport. There's a car park and everything there, not just a building, and there's a road and all sorts of lovely stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the flight. If you want to see more stuff like this, please do comment down below, and if I sort of see more stuff like the vlog of this flight that I did, or the trip report or whatever, which is, I don't know if it's going to come out before or after this, well, if you want to see more stuff, more flight sim stuff, please do make sure you comment. Holiday's coming up in 2 weeks, prime content time. Yeah, I'll get some more stuff out to you. That's all I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Till next time, happy gaming and happy flying.